Greetings from Mobility Outlook and welcome to this episode of Women in Mobility. Our guest for today is Ms. Jayashree Srinivasan, also known as Lillu, who is the Managing Director of Infiswift Technologies, India. Welcome Lillu. Welcome to the show.
Welcome Murali. It's nice meeting you.
Infiswift Technologies provides one-stop services for all AI and IoT needs. The company helps manufacturing enterprises in the Industry 4.0 journey. Lillu leads and delivers innovative projects to the clients in addition to handling administrative, recruitment, compliance and finance activities. She earlier worked for DXC Technology as project manager for over 20 years. Masters in Computer Application from University of Madras, Lillu likes reading and singing. Despite a double whammy of losing her mother in a fire accident 25 years ago, followed by a road accident in just 10 days before her wedding, she held her own and refused to give up fighting. She believes that the human body comes with a manufacturing warranty that typically extends up to 40 years and for some even less. To ensure independence and well-being throughout life, she says that it is crucial to be mindful of diet and exercise. Lillu, welcome to this episode of Women in Mobility. Welcome to the show once again. And I would like to know a little bit about your motivation to take masters in computer science, because that was the trend over there, or you really liked it?
Yeah, see, actually I belong to a generation, right, where only at that time TV, mobile, internet, laptops, everything was invented. Okay, so we were really curious about computers, and it was really a lot of fun to know about computers and learn it. So I chose master in computer science. My brother was a computer science engineer, so of course in our family everyone was educated, so we all know the importance of the upcoming trends, and that's the reason that I took.
Okay, I think your first job was at the DXC Technology, a pure play IT company, multinational company. How was the experience?
Yeah, it was earlier called as CBSI, and then later it became Covances, then CSC, and then it merged with HP as DXC. Okay. It was very nice. CBSI was a multinational company at that time. I got selected in the off-campus program. Even before finishing my end semester, I got the offer. So it was, I was really happy and curious because that time everyone was applying for post office jobs, bank jobs, okay, and my first salary was 7,000 rupees in 1999 November when I got the job. So we were really excited about that. So they sponsored us for our master's program, and we did that in part-time. So they hired a lot of IITians and they coached us. We worked from Monday to Friday, and weekends we studied. So it was really a fun experience because we were able to collectively study like college, as well as we were able to earn at the same time.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah.
Was it a male-dominated organization? Were there challenges for you?
Yeah, as the CBSI 20 years back, it was an MNC. We had an amazing leadership team. Okay, so they were an equal opportunity employer. But as you know, right, see, my managers belongs to different generation, 2 generations ahead. So they were, more keen on giving more opportunities for men. But if woman is, aware of that, and they develop their skills and fight for their rights, the leadership team really supported us. So, even now we have that problem in all the organizations. Even big organizations, we have that problem. So, women need to, equip themselves with all the necessary skills. Then they deserve what, they want, and they can definitely fight back, because now, in fact, men are more understandable, and most of the men, they support the women in all the organizations.
Can you share some insights on your early days of your career, how it actually helped you, carve your own path?
Yeah, so I visited USA on a business trip in 2007. I learned a lot from their work culture. They used to work productively in the office hours. And after that, because of that, they are also able to spend their time, quality time with their families and on their priorities. Even taking a dog out for a walk is also a priority for them. Okay, so they planned all the meetings and their work accordingly. So I learned, how to balance work and life together from their culture. And next thing is, I met my current CEO in USA in 2007 in a private event. So he was very impressed with my execution skills. And then later, when he wanted to open the India entity, he awarded me that position. It was after almost 13 years. Yeah, so see, our sincere work never goes unnoticed. Okay, there may be someone somewhere noticing us. All we need to do is just sincere work at whatever place you are there.
So when you get into the leadership journey, were there any pivotal moments?
In my current role, every decision that I make is pivotal. If I make a wrong hire, it will screw up the whole productivity, delivery and everything, because we are a startup company. There's no micromanagement, and everybody should be responsible for their own task and responsibilities. So right from hiring the candidate to hiring the workplace and doing due diligence of the vendors, every decision is pivotal for me. It largely affects my organization.
I think you lost your mother 25 years ago, and you had a road accident 10 days before the wedding. How did you overcome these unexpected happenings?
That was a crucial moment, around 18 at that time. Okay, and I didn't know anything about the outside world. When I lost my mother, we were so much in depression. So, but after that, we got to read Bhagavad Gita, and the learnings helped me to cope up with life. And one of the main learning is don't give up. Okay, so it was very nice because giving up is very easy. It's just a 2-letter word. Anyone can say, I give up my job, I give up my life, I give up this task. Okay, but then later they regret. I have seen people giving up in haste and then regretting for their whole lifetime for not trying out or not persistent. So don't give up is the mantra that we follow, and because whatever happens, we will do our best, and then we won't give up. So that made us strong even more.
What was the key decision to switch to Infiswift technology?
Yeah, I was actually looking for a change. So that time, my CEO offered me this position, and it was a really good journey because I was a project manager for 20 years. After I don't know any A to Z of company management. Then when my CEO awarded this, I learned everything from scratch. We incorporated the company in India. So right from finding the vendors, everything is great learning. So, and I really enjoy this job because it's so satisfying. My CEO and all the other leaders in our company, they are all very supportive.
So that was interesting to know when you joined Infiswift, you had a lot of things to learn. But how did you hone your leadership skills?
I believe in servant leadership, which I learned from my CEO.
Servant leadership?
Yeah, so that's what he used to mentor me. It prioritizes people's growth, their empowerment and their well-being. So we would like to serve all the people in our company, but also at the same time I'm careful that no one exploit that quality. So I keep asking a lot of questions. Of course, our team is very good. Everyone is well cooperative and they're matured, and so far we didn't have any problem because they all cooperate very well and they are nice, sincere people. And it has helped us a lot because we work together as a closely knitted team, and it helps us a lot. So I feel that for leadership, the important things are like courage, empathy, responsibilities, hardworking, and dreaming big to achieve are the 5 things very important for success and leadership skills as well.
How do you perceive empowering women in an organization?
The psychological research now says that women can do job better, and they can bring lot of collaborations between the teams and bring more productivity. For that, woman has to be mentored to some extent and trained. For example, when I changed from a project manager role to taking up the director role in Infiswift, I don't know anything about company management or recruitment or hiring workspace, vendor management, etc. But my CEO had confidence in me, and he empowered me with the required tools and the authority. So that's why I was able to research and find out what is good for the company at every point of time, and we are successful now. You have to give that empowerment to women. Also, they need a little bit of mentoring and training. Best is to talk to them openly, and then they have to agree upon the goals that's being set. Then they will be able to do best.
That's right. So you believe in empowering them?
Yeah, exactly.
Great. So your portfolio, you're focusing more on many things, like for example recruitment, etc. that you told. How do you strike a balance between work and life?
Yeah, I always do that better. From my early stages of careers, I have a very good support system at home. I have seen that whichever families has got that support system, the children are not in anxiety. Children, even we are not in anxiety, and the children grow up in a very good culture and they learn the good values. Also, I used to spot on the right laborers for our household course. So even if I have to spend some thousands of rupees, it's still worth for the time that I get back, and I spend that additional time with my family by balancing it.
From your experience, what do you think as the key barriers that hinder women's growth in any organization?
From a general perspective, I feel that some of the leaders, they think that women cannot take responsibility, and they hesitate to give that responsibility to the women. It's both ways. Women also sometimes they take upon the responsibility, and then they are trying to make excuses in the name of gender, or they have some other priorities. So the organization gets affected because of that. It's on the other side, even I have seen that some of the men, they are also hindered because of their own priorities. I know some of my colleagues who have the family as the highest priority, and if they make a job change, they may not be able to spend a lot of time with their family. So but if they don't make a job change, they are not going to grow in the ladder, that's for sure. But they doesn't want to go because they have different priorities. So it's your priorities that decides your growth. Main hindrance is you are your own boss. Don't depend on others. Depend on you. Set your own priorities, and nobody can hinder your growth.
Great. What are your hobbies?
I read, scriptures. That's my first hobby, and second is I focus on health. So on the reading side, I already told you how don't give up mantra helped me to survive all the struggles and make me a strong woman. And the next good quality I learned because of the reading Bhagavad Gita is tolerance. Okay, see, if you have to do your duties consistently with sustainability, you need to tolerate first, and there's a big anatomy behind tolerance. It's a connection between the sense objects and your senses. We expect that each interaction with the sense object brings us pleasure, and for example, so if someone appreciates you, you feel pleasure. If someone criticizes you, you feel the pain, right? Because something is bringing you, that interaction is bringing you the happiness and pain. Another example is, for example, you may like rasagulla, but if your enemy gives that, you may not like it. You won't feel like eating it, right? What has changed, correct? Because rasagulla is the same, your perception has changed, correct? So your senses affects your perceptions and your the experience that you get from the interactions a lot. They did a research on some rats. They removed the taste buds from the rats and fed them with broccoli and pizzas for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, all the rats ran behind pizza only. See, they don't have taste buds, but how they ran behind that pizza, it's not only your senses, there is something else also influencing your brain, which is the bad gut bacteria in your intestine, which is influencing your desires to do something. If you manage your health well, then you will be able to think clearly, your thinking will be sharp as well. So Bhagavad Gita says, hope in failure and humility in success is the lesson. So when there is a failure, you should not lose the hope. You should keep on trying. And when you're prosperous, you should also know that that's also temporary and things will change. Like how when there is a pain, that's temporary and things will change for a better reason. Yeah. And next habit is on the health that I said. Recently I started focusing on health. I follow Dr. Eric Berg and Dr. Pal videos a lot. In this life, your body's manufacturing warranty is only up to 40 years. Maximum, and even some people has got lower warranty than that. After that, whatever years that you live, it's all unpredictable, right? So how you live your life up to 40 years decides the rest of your life. Even if people miss to live their life in a healthy way in their 50s or up to 55s, it's not too late. They can start even now. So, one thing is eating nutritious food, because diet plays 80% of the health and exercise plays 20% for the health. So we have to eat nutritious food. We should, follow the nature, and eat only between sunrise to sunset and finish eating by 7 p.m. After that, we have to take only water for the next 12 hours. In this way, right, health will be really good, and most of the doctors and pharmacists has to shut down and go because now diabetes, BP, eye problem, heart problem, for everything the source is the food. People eating food at unwanted times, eating more calories than required, eating junk foods. They are not mindful at all. So mindful eating, conscious eating will keep us healthy, and we can enjoy an independent life even up to our last day.
Conscious eating is key. Lillu, thanks so much for participating in Women.
Yeah, it was nice interacting with you as well.